Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. It's Paulie Esther here. And the other day you saw me open my Wraith statue from Kotobukiya. Somebody told me I'm supposed to say Kotobukiya? Kotobukiya? I don't know. Japanese pronunciation is difficult. I apologize. So you saw me open this Wraith statue and I thought that that was my Hillbilly statue until I opened the box because I ordered the Hillbilly first, so I was a little surprised that the Wraith beat him to it. I guess he cloaked and zoomed past the Billy with the chainsaw. But today we got another box from Koto, and this has to be the Hillbilly. I don't have anything else on order with them. We got the Trapper right here on the shelf, so I'm gonna have to reorganize these shelves. I think I can put 2 of the statues on one shelf, and then I guess we'll save room for Dead by Daylight Funko Pops that are coming when? Nobody knows. Matthew, you told us about that in May last year. We're still waiting. Chop chop. Judge Judy, time's a ticking. I mean, we're getting ready to be a year anniversary now. We haven't seen a prototype or anything. Please. All right. Okay, so we're gonna open this up, and this is gonna have me complete on the Koto statues here. I'm gonna have all 3 of them, and then I'll move on to the Gecko statues, getting all of those. So let's see here. We got some brown paper. That's my invoice. You know, the nice thing about having ordered this statue in January of 2021, a whole year, more than a year ago, is that it's paid for. So it's nice when it shows up and I don't have to think, oh, how am I going to pay for this $170 statue? No, I paid for it long time ago. Okay, so here's the Hillbilly statue. Different packaging than the Wraith. It didn't come in tissue paper, I don't think, right? So we're going to open this up here in the big reveal. Nice. Oh, got stuck on the sticker on the back. There we go. Nice. The Hillbilly. That looks pretty cool. Oh, yeah. And then this side's just the logo there. Okay. So, I ordered directly from Koto because you get a bonus part if you order direct from them. The bonus part for this was a toolbox. Is this a golden toolbox? No, it just looks silver. So you got a bonus part if you ordered, I don't know how many it is. Let's say the first 1,000 statues. If you ordered direct from them, you got a bonus part. The Trapper came with an extra bear trap. The Wraith came with a flashlight, and the Hillbilly came with the toolbox. Presumably, the toxic survivors brought this toolbox in to complete the generators faster, so that his Tinkerer would kick in. Okay, we're gonna open this. Trying to decide if I want to open this one from the bottom. I opened the Wraith from the top, and I was like, oh, I should open it from the bottom. So maybe we'll try and open this one from the bottom instead. And I don't know, is he gonna need assembly? All I can see is a bunch of plastic wrap in here, so I'm not sure. Okay, so we have some cardboard. Bend that back. You know, it's kind of nice too. I noticed on the Wraith that the backdrop of the cardboard was gas heaven when I put it back in the box. So let's go ahead and take this insert out since we never showed the Wraith one. We'll show you this one. So this is like cornfield map. That's actually really cool that it represents his 3 teachable perks and the 4 survivors here. 5 generators need to be done in the corn. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's a nice touch for sure for the backdrop inside of the box. Okay, so we'll tuck that back in here. And here's the statue. Just comes in a giant clamshell. On the bottom, it looks like these are going to be some assembly instructions. So we'll peel that off and set that to the side. Here he is in this giant clamshell. So we're going to cut this open like we did with the Wraith one. And I don't know. It doesn't look like there is going to be assembly necessary, which is nice. I do enjoy the pose on the Wraith statue from Kotobukiya more than the one from Gecko because he's just kind of standing there with his arms at his side. So it's nice that the Wraith has his arms really wide to ring that bell. But, you know, you can't see it that way in box because it needs assembly. Oh, one more piece of tape here. Come on, Billy, we're going to free you from your plastic prison. There's your Sledge. And there we go. Okay, set him down for a second here. I'm probably just going to get rid of all this plastic wrap. Oh, eat it, or even this foam in here. I'm sure it's supposed to support him so he doesn't like get any paint rubs in transit, but he's not going to be moving around a whole lot anymore, so I could just get rid of all this. No big deal. Oh, there's a lot of this little foam in here. These little bits. Foamed up for your protection. I mean, I appreciate that they went through this added effort to pad these parts so that it didn't get paint rubs in transit and stuff. Okay, so that's the clamshell. I'm just going to put that there for a second. And here's Billy. Oh, look at this. He's got little girders or boards sticking out. Is that like a broken pallet? What is that? Okay, so we're going to remove all of this. Look at that. Pretty darn cool. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. Yeah. They did a good job on these. I didn't think I was going to like these as well as the Gecko statues. Now, the Gecko statues are bigger, and they're like an extra $200. You're looking at, you know, an average price of, I would say, $160 versus $360. So these are much more economical. I kind of wish that was painted. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're not going to really see it standing up, but it's my immersion to see that. I don't think the Wraith had that. And then we'll get his little weapons out here. So I forget, Billy. Are you left-handed or right-handed? With your chainsaw. Pretty cool. Nice. And the Sledge. Maybe I'll keep these sleeves for the weapons to put it back in the box. Not sure. And the Sledge. So, let's see the box here. Billy. That just fits in here. Is there any... Oh, just slide it in, I guess. There we go. Sledge. And, oh, I see. So there's a post in here. You feed this through his hand, and then the rest of it just sleeves over his hand, it looks like. Not right. That seems a little low. Look at the box example. It doesn't have this instruction sheet. Maybe I should look at that, but no, we're fine. Who needs instructions? Well, we got it like that. That looks a little low because that's gonna rub, so I need to figure out how to raise this up for the positioning. But it looks pretty good. Where's that instruction sheet? Hang on a second. Okay, I'm glad I looked at the assembly instructions because it actually has this teeny little piece that pops in and out, and this is how you lock the chainsaw onto his hand. There's a notch in his in the back of his hand there, and this little tiny piece goes in to set it in place, which I was like, oh, I don't want to assemble it because then I won't be able to put him back in the box. But this way I can assemble him and lock that chainsaw in place. It almost still touches the ground. Not quite. It's just off the ground if you set him down there. But that way you can put the chainsaw in his hand, lock it in place, and then there you go. So that's it. And also I took the bonus part of the toolbox out of its little bubble to show that off to you. Just toolbox. Could have been golden. Just saying. Just saying. Could have been a golden toolbox, you know? You know? Go along with the lore a little bit. Huh? No? Maybe I'll paint it gold? I don't know. So this... I guess he's got knockout. I don't know what you should do with this. Just set it amongst the rubble between his legs there. for Hillbilly, but that's your Kotobukiya Hillbilly Dead by Daylight statue. And I guess I'll show you the website where you can order this. It's still in stock if you want to get one yourself, so hang on a second. Okay, if you are in the market for some of these Dead by Daylight statues, there's two different brands, the Kotobukiya ones that we have shown here in the last couple videos, and the Gecco. The Gecco are larger and more expensive. If we go over here to Sideshow's website, this one here, 140, that's the Kotobukiya one, and then below that is the Gecco one at 360. Again, it's significantly larger, and it also has features like built-in LED lights in the eyes. You can make the frosty eyes to turn them on or off. You can do blue or red to simulate the killer's red stain in game. So they have the Trapper in both styles, and let's see, the Wraith, it says it's on wait list to get that one. And they don't have the Hillbilly Kotobukiya, but they do have the Gecco one on pre-order for $360. So you can't get Hillbilly from Sideshow. Let's see, Big Bad Toy Store, they have Gecko Pyramid Heads, Robbie the Rabbits. They do have the Wraith, and it's listed as with bonus part for $170. Both Hillbilly versions, the Gecko and the Kotobukiya, are sold out from Big Bad Toy Store. But if you go directly to kotous.com, which is Kotobukiya's US website, that's where I ordered all three of my Kotobukiya statues from. They're out of the Trapper. Trapper is out of stock, but you can still get the Wraith and the Hillbilly, and both of these versions will include those bonus parts, the toolbox for the Hillbilly and the flashlight for the Wraith, and the price is the same. So I guess the advantage of ordering from one of these other places is they have like flat rate shipping of $4 like that. I don't know exactly what Kotobukiya would charge you for shipping in the United States. I had to pay about $40 shipping to Canada, so it was not cheap. But, you know, I would have to pay significantly more than the $4 flat rate shipping from one of these other US vendors too. So shop around, try and get yourself the best price that you can from these vendors or others. And I have now put the Hillbilly back in his box, and I tucked the bonus part in behind his clamshell in the negative space. I removed all of that plastic wrap, and everything fits in there nice and snug. So I think it displays very well here in the box. The box is not uniform size, which I'm a little surprised. This is a tad shorter than the Wraith. Can I show you this without dropping both statues here on the ground? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, is it wider too? Okay, yeah. So the Hillbilly statue is wider and shorter, so they aren't going to be uniform on my shelf. I'll have to compare it with the Trapper. Probably the Trapper and the Wraith will live on one shelf together, and Hillbilly will have to go on another shelf, maybe with my Trapper pillow right here, something like that. But there you go. That's my Kotobukiya Hillbilly unboxing. Being an inbox collector with all the Funko Pops, I'm not used to unboxing stuff, honestly, but I did want to get a good look at it and remove all that plastic so that it displays well. I love that they cut a notch here in the top so that you can get some natural light in, so that it isn't so dark inside the box when you want to show it off and stuff. But that's what I have for you today. Very nicely done box artwork. Overall, good statue. Not my favorite of the three, but you know, it's a nice representation. So I'm all caught up on the Kotobukiya offerings. They don't have anything else coming Dead by Daylight as far as I know. Then we're going to move on to the Gecko. I have the Wraith. I have the Trapper on a payment plan through Sideshow. And I'm ordering the Hillbilly Gecko directly from Gecko in Japan. And there's talk of a beautiful spirit statue coming someday. So we're going to focus on the Gecko statues now. And will I get Pyramid Head? That's a question, right? Because it's licensed, but the licensed version is the Dead by Daylight version. So I haven't decided if I'm going to get the Pyramid Head Executioner Gecko Dead by Daylight statue yet or not. We'll see. It's pretty expensive at $360 a piece. It's like $400 US into it by the time I pay freight to get it to Canada. So it ain't cheap. All right, more economical version of the Kotobukiya ones, definitely. But I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much for your time spent here with me. And as always, don't forget to take care of each other in and out of the fog. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. It's a Gen Rush life for us. It's a Gen Rush life for us. Set of hiding, we do gens. Set of randoms, we got friends. It's a Gen Rush life.